Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Before we start with our keyboard modding that we will do today, just a public service announcement. So recently, if you have seen my post in the shorts, my PC actually was a victim of power surge. Almost everything was taken out. The power supply, the graphics card, the motherboard, and right now I'm still waiting for all the parts to be repaired and to be sent back to us. So good thing that everything is still under warranty. So I'm just waiting for the manufacturers to send back to us our parts so that we can rebuild our PC. So when all the components are back, I think we'll do another video in order for us to teach each and every one of you guys who wants to know how to install each and every part of a PC. But I think my main point is that even where we are in the world, we need to make sure and we need to protect ourselves and our precious PCs from power surge. We might not know when or where it will happen, a power surge, but it is very good for us to be protected. One thing that you can do, of course, is to use a power extension with a power surge protector. But actually, that's what already I have and I still got hit by this power surge. So, in order to further protect our PC and our components from power surge, in the next few days actually I'll be buying a UPS or an uninterruptible power supply, which will not only help us from power surges, but also in case of a blackout or a power outage. So something for you to think about and invest, especially if you're in an area where power surges are common. So that PSA is done. Now let's go ahead and do our keyboard modding. Actually, this is the first time that I will be doing a keyboard mod, and actually I've been hesitant because I really don't want to touch any of my mechanical keyboards and tinker of what's inside. What I have only done before is to change the keycaps and change the switches inside, but nothing with the PCB yet. So this is actually the first time that I am going to try to mod my keyboard. So for this mod, I'll be using my RK84 Royal Kludge mechanical keyboard. This is a 75% layout keyboard, and I have actually had this since I think 1 year ago. So I think this is a good candidate for us to do a little bit of experiment in modding. So in this keyboard mod that we're going to do today, actually we're just going to utilize one of the basic type of keyboard mod, which is using painter's tape. So we will not even try to change our keycaps or change our switches, but we'll only add 3 layers of tape to be able to see the difference that a tape mod can do in our keyboard sound. So right now, just to give you a background, here is how our keyboard sounds currently without any mod. So before we start, if you want to go along with this video and do your own tape mod on your keyboard, here is what you will need. Actually, you just need a painter's tape. Okay, so they recommended a painter's tape, not other kinds of tape like packaging tape or masking tape or electrical tape, but just a painter's tape because it's easy to clean and it's actually something with a texture like a paper. So don't forget, you need to use a painter's tape for this mod. And of course, you need scissors. And lastly, you will need your tools or your screws. And if you're going to pluck out all your keycaps and your switches, you also need your keycap and switch puller. And that's it. That's all we need in this mod. So join me and let's go ahead and do this tape mod for our RK84 Royal Kludge mechanical keyboard. So first, what we need to do is to try and figure out how we can open up and get to the PCB of this keyboard. Looking at the back of this keyboard, I think there is no way we can get through from the back. I don't see any screws. So let's see how we can remove it from the front. And based on what I can see here, I think I will need to remove all the keycaps in order for us to get into the PCB. So let's do that right now. that we have removed all the keycaps, we also need to remove all the switches. And as you can see, the keyboard also needs some maintenance cleaning, so we'll also do that. So let me just remove all the switches first. So now, after getting the correct type of bit for our screwdriver, so let us now start removing the screws for our PCB in this keyboard. Make sure that we remove all of this before we do our tape mod. Okay, so let's keep it here first. Okay, so here guys is our PCB board, which we have removed from our case. So now we can start to do our tape mod. So what we just need to do is to put tape all over our PCB board. We need to make sure that we don't cover all of these areas. Okay, and we make sure that we do at least 3 layers of tape, and we will see what's the difference in the sound that it makes on our keyboard. So let's do that now. So once we have the first layer, so it doesn't end there. Actually, we need to make sure that we have pinched all of this so that we will remove all the air bubbles in our PCB. And then we can move on to put our second layer and our third layer of tape. Of course, we gotta make sure that we remove all the excess from the sides as well. So let me do that now. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's proceed with the second layer and the third layer of tape. Okay, and so we're done. This is our 3 layers of painter's tape mod for our keyboard. Now, before we put back all the keyboard and do a sound test on this one, so one thing to take note of, this one I heard from Hipio, that when your keyboard has a battery like mine does, actually you might want to use an electric tape over here instead of this painter's tape. Because this is actually a fire hazard. Okay, but what I will do in this mod that I will be doing is just because I'm not actually using this with a battery per se. So I'll also try to remove this battery from our keyboard before putting this all back together. Okay, so it was actually not that easy to remove, but we have managed to remove our battery over here. So now let's try to put this back together. I may have done something wrong because I need to have slots for this one. Let's see if I can just push it down and let it open by itself. If not, we need to so I actually need to leave holes for our screws to go in. So I'm doing that manually. Okay. Whew. Let's see and hope that this still works. So let's okay. So almost everything is back. We just need to put all the keys and the switches back in its proper place. And let's do that now. Okay, so now that we've put this all back together, let's try and see if this keyboard still works without the battery. RGB light is on. Okay, looks like it's still working. Okay, so there you have it. We have actually done our tape mod. You see how easy it is. You just need your painter's tape, which will just cost you maybe about $3 for this one. So now that we have completed our tape mod, let's see a side-by-side comparison of the before and after our tape mod. So what do you guys think? Was there a big difference on the sound from the before taping and after taping our keyboard? Let me know in the comment section below. Did the tape mod make our keyboard sound better? Comment also down in the comment section below. Okay, so final thoughts. I think doing this tape mod is quite easy and it's inexpensive way to make our keyboard sound a little bit better. In my personal opinion, it's just a little bit better. I think we still need to maybe change the keycaps or maybe change the switches in order to make it sounding more full than what we currently have right now. So I must say that this tape mod, yes, it works, but I think to get that really good sound that we like, even if it is more clacky or more talky, I think doing this is doing a more talky or a more creamy types of sound. But if we want to do that, I think we also need to see how we can change our switches or maybe even our keycaps will have an effect in the sound of our keyboard. So it's the totality of our changes or our modifications that we do on our keyboard and not just one type of changes. What do you guys think? Am I wrong? Do you think any differently? Comment down in the comment section below. I would like to hear your thoughts about this. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you like what we did in our keyboard. And if you did follow along, or if you think that I made something or a mistake in what I did here in our tape mod, do let me know in the comment section below. I would like to learn more from you guys. And maybe I will try to research more on what else, what other type of modifications I can do with my keyboard, be it what kind of switches or what kind of keycaps that I can use, because I would want to make that a fuller sound on the keyboard, more talky, if I'm not mistaken, on the sound profile that I would want for my keyboard. So guys, thank you again for watching, and maybe just watch some more of our videos. We are still in that mid halfway mark in our 1,000 subscriber target, and we are still lagging a bit behind in our public watch hours. But I know with your help, we can reach that target soon. I will leave some links over here and over here. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys, and see you in the next one. Bye!